Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Schramm and I'm transmitting to you today from Portland, Oregon. And for my assignment number 4, I wanted to take a look at some inserts, specifically a compressor and a noise gate in Logic Pro 9. I have to confess that this week's material I found a little bit opaque and a little bit difficult to understand, but maybe by going through this process I'll be able to understand it a little bit better by explaining it to you. So first, I have a little guitar riff that I put together. I have limited musical skills, so just kind of ignore the musical quality of the riff itself, but what I want to do is I want to take it in here and put it through some processors, some inserts, and see how that works. So I'm going to start out with a noise gate, and so here's the noise gate in Logic 9, and I found by trial and error that this setting of 12 decibels was about right. If I take it up any higher, it'll just cut out the entire signal, or most of the signal. So just by trial and error, so you can kind of see if I go all the way up, that means everything is sort of being considered noise. So I found that the sort of kind of sweet spot was right around negative 12 decibels right here. And the effect is that it more or less takes out the noise kind of in between the riffs. So if you compare it, if you bypass it, I should say, you can kind of hear this. Kind of hear a lot more fuzz kind of in the background. But when it's turned on, I think you can hear a little bit less of that. So let me actually bypass that one, turn that off, and we'll switch to the compressor. So this is the compressor here. So you can see this is the interface for the compressor. This is where you set the threshold for the compressor. This is where you set the ratio for the compression. This kind of changes whether it's sort of a hard or soft transition between the threshold into the part that gets compressed. So let's play around with it and see if we can hear the effects on this sample. So right now I have that turned off, so turn that back on. And so if we turn the ratio up so we get a very high level of compression, take our threshold down so that it's compressing a lot more of the signal. Brings up the noise to me, but it also clarifies it a little bit. It seems like it's a little muddy without it. Another thing is you can change the attack and release. So if you make the attack very long, it won't kick in until after the signal's already kind of started. Same thing with the release. It's not going to turn on. It's not going to release. So I have to say that I find these effects very subtle, and maybe it's just the source material that I'm using. Maybe it would be a lot more obvious with other source material, but for this particular track, for this particular little clip I have here, it's pretty subtle. All this stuff is pretty subtle, so it's going to take me a while to get used to it, but I hope this has helped you figure it out a little bit better.